Yep. And then I go turn it down. Hi, Matt. Sorry, turn your music down. Hi, Mom. Welcome in, guys. Hi, boss. How you guys doing? I woke up late today because I didn't get much sleep last night. So I'm starting late. I wanted to stream earlier. But yeah, I should have the rest of the day to pretty much do what I want. So it should be a pretty good long stream, except for the fact that I'm starting at almost noon, so I'm gonna be hungry in like an hour or two. So I might take like a short break and get food and then stream more. Depends on what we're working on, I guess. If I'm still having fun, then I'll keep streaming. Anyway, today we're working on a tavern. We're just putting together a tavern using our kit. Sorry, I just got invoiced. Oof. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do, this tavern is going to have two uses, and I don't like where this is going so far, so we're probably gonna change a lot of this, but this section over here is gonna be a forge, and maybe it actually might turn into like a We finished the dungeon game mode? No, we're switching gears a little bit. I calculated out how long it's gonna take, and I set up deadlines for that. If I work non-stop on it, I don't know. This is why I didn't want to stream. This is why I was avoiding streaming, because I didn't want to talk about the new plans. Because plans have changed a little bit. And I was trying, I thought, well, I just won't talk about it. I'll just work on this, and if people ask, then I'll just say I'm working on this thing. And then I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew deep down that I couldn't just be like, nope, still working on it, and then move on. I knew I had to talk about this. What's up, Tim? How are you doing? Why do you use Maya instead of Blender? Because I learned, okay, so when I first tried 3D modeling, I tried Blender, and I just didn't like it. And so I decided that 3D art was just not my thing. And then I tried Maya like a year after that or so, because I really wanted to get into 3D game development and out of 2D stuff. And I tried Maya because it just was like I just Googled like what's the best 3D modeling software or whatever. And I really liked Maya. Within like a week or two, I was like really into it. And so I was like modeling like crazy. And I don't know why, I don't know what just clicked for me with Maya and it doesn't click for me with Blender, but I've tried a lot ever since and I can't get into it. But the reason I stuck with Maya is because I went to school for it, and that's what I learned in school was Maya. It is a lot more expensive than Blender, but I just think it's so much more streamlined and so much cleaner to use and easier to use. And I mostly just don't want to relearn a new software right now. So, but one day I do want to learn Blender. It's actually on my list of things that I really do want to learn and get good with, because I do think Blender has a lot of cool tools and features. I just cannot stand their hotkey like workflow. I don't know, it's weird to me. But I've heard a lot of people tell me that you can have like hotbars and stuff in Blender to use the same tools, so I might try it again one day. I just, whenever you watch a tutorial, it's like hold Control Shift, then press E and R at the same time. Oh, and then use, you know, tilde key and then right control and left shift and then the H key and then do this key and that key. It's just like, it's insane. Like I just cannot follow it and I cannot keep track of like what all the keybinds mean, and like I don't know how anyone memorizes all that. But that said, I also have like a probably a good 20 keyboard shortcuts that I use in Maya like every single day, and I'm sure that that would be overwhelming if I just told everyone all those shortcuts right off the bat too. So anyway, about 40 development, you know, I haven't tried that yet. I'm not sure if that's within my scope anytime soon. Taking over Jana's construction career? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do this. I don't really... I like doing this, but I don't like doing this at the same time. I don't know why. It's a lot of work. I think this is too big. I think we just put this right against the wall. I don't know. I also have a habit of making my buildings way too small. And then they're cozy, but they're not practical, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so this is for Delver's Pass. We decided that was just like, it needed to be like finished. Delver's Pass needs to be finished, and like I just decided, okay, so I'll just lay it out. It's whatever. I was trying to keep it a secret. I thought it'd be really fun to make it like a secret like update. Just be like, oh yeah, guess what? This is done. But it's probably not, I don't know. We have 24 viewers. It's fine. It's still a secret for 99.9% of the player base. So who cares? I help make wine by jumping in grape barrels. Yeah. Okay. So how this works is I've been working hard on the dungeon stuff. I'm working hard on the, well, I've kind of taken a break from the skill tree stuff because that gets frustrating after a while. And I was kind of like, I think I was a little burnt out and I didn't know what to do for the druid stuff. So I just kind of gave up and didn't want to work on it. And then I took a long vacation. So I'm feeling better and I'm sure I could go back into it and like knock out the druid stuff pretty quick. That's pretty much all we have left, I think. And a little bit of mystic stuff, which is a lot of work actually. But yeah, so what happened is Jana and I decided we need to like really like kick this into gear since we've taken a lot of time off now. And we need to like decide what our priorities are and like we need to get an update out, obviously. So we went through and we calculated out how much time it was going to take everything and set deadlines for everything. And we realized that the skill tree and dungeon update was probably going to be at least 3 months away still. And next month is our how many year anniversary? 4-year anniversary of being in early access, I think. And we just decided we wanted to do an update for that. And right now we have a bunch of bug fixes and stuff that we could release, but it's just sort of like they're just bug fixes. It's just not that interesting. And I don't want to release just like a boring like, oh yeah, the game is slightly more playable for a handful of people now who ran into these bugs. Like that's not an interesting update to me. And I know that the one thing the game hasn't had in like 2 years is new content. Other than just like, you know, a handful of little tiny things here and there. Like, so I'm itching to get new content out, and I know you guys are dying for new content too, because like, it's just like, yeah, sure, I can keep updating more and more things and doing more quality of life things and adding more like features, but it just doesn't like compare to like having a brand new like zone to play in and explore, and like, yeah, and more quests and a higher level cap, etc, etc. So yeah, the plan is we're doing our damnedest to finish Delver's Pass for the anniversary. That's not a promise, so don't take take this with a grain of salt, because development always takes like 3 times longer than you think it does. So I told people middle of October at the latest for this update, and that does mean that dungeons and skill trees are pushed back a little bit more yet again, but I think it'll be worth it. Also, we had plans for, I've decided, I think I know where I want the archives to be. They were going to be underneath farmlands, but now I've decided that I don't like that idea. One, I know what the dungeon's going to be in farmlands now, and it's going to be in Deep Iron, or the Deep Iron Mine. There's an elevator hidden behind Oh man, I don't want to open that level again. There's an elevator hidden behind one of the dead ends at the end of the mine. It's just like hidden by some rocks right now, but you can go. There's an elevator there that will take you down to a lower level, and that's gonna take you to the dungeon. So there's gonna be a dungeon down there. So you'll probably be fighting more golems. I know that's kind of like, I know like a golem is like our go-to like boss whatever in the game, so I'm trying to avoid doing too many. So it won't be the boss, it'll just be like a basic enemy in there that you'll run into, and they'll be much stronger obviously because yeah. I don't know what else will be in there, but we'll have other things in there too. And so because of that, I didn't want to put the archives in the Farlands because I've just decided that I'm one person and there's no way I can do multiple dungeons in each zone. So we're just doing one official dungeon in each zone, and then there might be caves and other things to explore in every zone too. Just like the spider cave and now the goblin that was supposed to be the goblin dungeon in Azura is now just going to be the goblin cave or whatever where they live, and you'll just go in there whenever you'll have to unlock it first through the storyline, but other than that, you can just go in there when you want. It's not going to be an official dungeon. So the archives are actually going to be the dungeon for, well, unless we change this, and it might change still, but as of right now, they'll be the dungeon for the Flood, which is a much smaller zone. It's a very small, like, content-heavy zone. I don't think it'll raise the level cap. It might just be up to level 30 as well, so it might be like, it'll probably unlock when you finish the Windless Woods stuff, but it'll be almost like a challenge area for Windless Woods. Like, that'll be like the next zone, but it'll be like an extra zone. It won't be anything like super complicated. There's not gonna be a main storyline. There will be a little bit of a storyline in there because we know kind of what we're gonna put in there. There'll only be like 1 or 2 new enemy types in there, maybe. Yeah, I think you might see probably just 1 new enemy type actually. And then the dungeon in there will, well, I guess technically the dungeon will have at least 3 new enemy types plus the boss. So yeah. So it might actually even be like the dungeon for Windless Woods. Like there might not be a dungeon in the Windless Woods because we didn't really plan for one, and I don't know where the hell there's gonna be one, so might not be one in there. But anyway, so yeah, that's the plan right now. Is we want to get Delver's Pass out. At least that's my plan. So I'm sorry that we're making you wait again for dungeons. I know that's annoying. I don't want to wait for dungeons again, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to redo a bunch of these walls anyway for like windows and stuff. We're just kind of throwing them together for now. Oh wait, I don't do that. I want to do this. Maybe. I don't know why I put the pivot point there. So yeah, this is going to be a tavern that is in Delver's Pass. I actually have a screenshot. Oh, I don't know what I do with it though. Hold on, I'll pull it up. If it loads. It's right here. This is the waterfall, and then there's the water mill right here. So I'm making the building for this, though actually I need to check something first. I just remembered that I think I already asked someone else to make this building for me. What are you most excited for in Delver's Pass that you are willing to share? Okay, so you know how everyone hates when there's like a choice where you have to like you have like two things to choose from, and if you choose one, you cut the it like blocks you off from other content. Delver's Pass has a really big one of those, like a really big one that like locks you out of like a bunch of content, and I think I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I know. I know everyone's upset about it, but it's gonna be worth it, and it makes a lot of sense, and it helps like grow you as a character, and it actually like kind of changes the story a little bit. The man's a menace. It's gonna be cool. I have to find. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. So Limesy makes a lot of the buildings. I think he just likes doing it, and so he'll just randomly like make a new building, or whatever, for us. But I can't find my conversation with him, so I don't remember if he made a building for this or not, because I remember talking to him about this. I think he changed his name. Oh. Nope. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to message him on Discord on the in the Discord server, whatever. I guess I'm just gonna keep making it then. We'll just deal with it. Sorry. Important question: do we get banjos in this zone? You know, I didn't think about making a banjo. I guess we could have a banjo. I don't like these fences. Let's put in like more standard fencing. I hope these all are the same size. They are. Okay. I'm kind of thinking there should be like maybe an entrance right here that you can walk in from as like a side entrance, and then the main entrance is obviously over here. Need a doorway. Do it double doors in this tavern. This has trim on it though. I don't have a double door with no trim. Alright, well, we'll just put trim around the rest of it. And we'll put like rock or something. That'll be fine. Now I'm thinking maybe we actually move this back to here, and we do a stairwell right here, and then we'll do like an overhang. Triple doors? That's a good idea, actually. Make it really grand. What's up, Mike? Elden Ring has quite a lot of lockout rewards, and it's quite annoying, but in New Game Plus exists, so it could be worse, but man, some of them are grueling. I like lockout rewards when it's like a story decision, right? I don't know, I think that just kind of helps you like build a character. Right? Like when you have it, you have to like choose between helping one person or another person, and then it like changes like some level of the story for you. I think that's really fun. And I just feel like it's just a consequence to your actions, and if you don't have those in a game, then like those actions don't feel like they matter as much. You know? Use the right stairs in here? I did not. That explains a lot. Those were really messed up. Should we do wooden stairs? Yeah, I think so, probably. They don't reach. I think I have like some dock flooring. That's not what I thought it was. Maybe? These should be like stone pieces. Stone fence pieces. Never mind. Let's leave these. And we'll put stonework on them. I guess we can just replace these with the stone one, actually. I was actually thinking about using... We've never used them before, and I don't know if they even actually like are modeled properly. With these, they're two-sided. Kind of wish they were just one-sided, and I could just kind of... I guess I could just cheat. And just put them on the inside of the tavern. The problem is, the reason I can't do the outside, I think, is I'm pretty sure these don't work correctly. Yeah, they don't line up. Oh wait, actually I think they're fine, because I think they're intended to do that. But I don't have, like, doorways for them. So I'd have to, like, smash my own, like, kind of doorway in there, which wouldn't really work. Love the song, so good. Yeah, agreed. The poor dialogue spam. The poor dialogue spammers. There's actually a quest in the game right now that I put in Delver's Pass just the other day. That you guys will be testing soon. That is, if you spam the well, I was really nice about it because there's an option to like gift an item, and you know how people always lose their slingshot to Huck, and they're always like, "Oh, Huck stole my slingshot," and everyone's like, "No, you just spammed through the dialogue, and so you automatically gave him the slingshot." Well, I had one of those situations, but I swapped it, so the auto answer is just like no, and so you don't have to automatically lose your item. Why was it called the Dark Ages, Lord Rhinox? I'm not sure how I feel about this. I love the idea of like a cabin. It was called the Dark Ages because there were so many knights. There's your dad joke. Oh, these don't even snap. Well, no wonder we don't use these anywhere. They don't even like repeat. No, that's... I was gonna say maybe it's just because I was supposed to do like pillars between, but I don't think so. I could scale them, I guess, but like not enough. They do scale okay though. I don't know. I think it'll definitely stand out as a unique building, and it'll look really good. Never seen an ad set of 8 still ads. Oh my god, that's insane. My guy, what's shaking? What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? I don't know. I don't know if I can justify stretching it this much. I guess we need windows, but we don't have any. Yeah, that's another thing. We don't have windows for these either. What am I doing? We can't use these. We could do... No, we can't use those either. Maybe we could. No, we can't justify this. It would be kind of nice to just go fix that set. These cabin wall sets and just like make them work. There are 2 of them. Maybe one snap. One is nope. Is the other one supposed to work? Nope. I don't know what I was doing with those. I thought I made them modular, but I guess not. Life is good. Starting a new job this week. Oh, congrats. That's cool. Are you happy about it? I guess so. If you say life is good. All right, we need more fences over here. Let's steal these fences. Whoa, I don't know what I'm thinking. We need like a pillar there or something. I hate that. And then we still have to change all these walls out with like to put windows and stuff in if we want windows. I guess maybe we don't want windows actually on this house, on this building, because it's a tavern. Not that we can't have windows on a tavern, but I don't think we need them. I'm kind of tempted to do this. I don't dislike it, but I just don't think there's gonna be enough room in the area it's gonna go. It's more web dev, no turbo champ. I'm loving it so far. A lot of meetings this week, getting on board though. Yeah. I guess like what's your takeaway, Ryan, from like taking some time off to do like some game dev for a while? Did you decide that like it's just not for you? Was it not as much fun? Was it more fun but not practical? Like what's your take on it? I kinda wish these were just bigger. Need a dummy. I've been playing, I kind of started playing WoW again. Not like, let me rephrase. I played WoW again. I have not started playing WoW again. And I realized like how huge the environment is to accommodate for a bunch of players, and it's kind of comical. Like I was playing I started a new human character. Every time I play WoW, I just start a new character. I never continue on the character I've been playing because I forgot how to play them when I was doing. So I never get to endgame really. I've only got to endgame one time, and I've never actually like done like endgame stuff. But I went to like the end of the Abbey in what's it called, Northshire, and I was like walked up to this bookshelf to turn in like to this person to turn in a quest next to a bookshelf, and it kind of just clicked how large the bookshelf was, and so I like went and stood my character next to it, and I realized that it would be like compared to like how tall the character is, it's like if my house, I have a 2-story house. It's like if we didn't have a second story, it's like 2 stories high. That's how tall this one bookshelf is. And I was just like, my god, everything in this game is just so huge. It's just weird. I got laid off 3 weeks ago. Oh no, A-Night. Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about this. I picked up a small game gig for 2K a month. That's good. Love it, but hope to get back to mobile. Back to mobile? What do you mean by that, A-Night? It's all huge assets in WoW. Yeah, it's weird. It's like everything is just like 3 times bigger than it needs to be. I know they do that because it's an MMO. Okay, so it actually makes me wonder if they just like scaled everything up like 2.5 times larger or 3 times larger than it's supposed to be or something, and then build to that scale to fill out the game world faster. Like, part of me wonders if they're doing that, but I know that I'm sure that the big reason is actually just because they want to accommodate a bunch of players in a small area, or in one area. So they want to make sure the area is big enough to have a bunch of players. Right back? Okay. Oh, then I won't read your thing. A mobile app developer. Got it. I see what you mean. Oops, how did that happen? What happened? Oh, you like... That's weird. I see what you're saying. You pinged yourself. It was supposed to reply. Yeah, that's weird. I want to read Ryan's response, but he said BRB, so I don't want to read it till it comes back. We'll get him like when I look at chat again. If he's not back, I'm just gonna read it. Okay, so entrance is okay. It would be kind of nice if these are windows. Should we make them windows? Nah, probably not. Be good. Let's do more structure stuff before we start getting the details. So let's do. We need a second story. We turned off snapping. Turn that back on. We have, these are not what I want. I want dock floor, I think. Dock center. I'm thinking we extend the top floor out, at least on like over here, so we can have like one in room here, maybe even a second one here, and then that's like it. We just have 2 rooms in this inn. That's probably fine. In this tavern. Oh yeah, well that's interesting because we actually have an inn. We can change that though. I love the idea that the tavern is an inn too, though. Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually rotate all of these. Because we're going to have some running this way, and I'd rather have longer ones going this direction, since it's going all the way across. I guess all these need to go down anyway. Because we need to make these all floors. Actually, I like these for like the balcony. Oh yeah, I guess they don't need to go down. We'll just swap out for doors, which means they probably do need to go down. Whatever. We're gonna let's just put, yeah, it'll be fine. So we should actually probably make this tall. That's in. Why are the stairs not going all the way to the second floor? I guess those are not like they're not meant to be like modular stairs for the kit. Let's do show collisions. Can we scale these up or we break things? So we're gonna break things. See the collisions? If we scale them, they just get like, I don't know why the collisions scale differently.
Hey, listen.
So we're gonna have to do this then. Hold on. Okay, Ryan back. Okay, I'm back, but I have 30 minutes. I have a 30-minute meeting in 8 minutes. Okay, I'm hurrying. Here we go. Not for me. I don't regret it at all. Personally missed working in a team environment, so working at a game studio with a good work-life balance would also be cool. Definitely grateful I had the opportunity to explore doing my own thing to learn about myself. That's awesome. Cool. Sorry for dipping right after answering your question about the app. No, you're fine. Yeah, I will never listen, Navi. Yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know. I've never worked in like a team environment on something I actually care about. The only team environments I've ever worked in was as loss prevention and like at gas stations. But lately I've been thinking a lot about like, I don't know, I'm getting older and I have a family and I love making games and like that's 100% my passion. But I am starting to think like, wouldn't it be better for my family if I just went and got a job somewhere where I didn't like it as much, but it was making a lot more money, like a whole lot more money. And I think I'm just getting to that age where it's not so much about like me following my passion, and more about just like, you know, making sure my kids are set up and, you know, my wife doesn't have to like, you know, I don't know. I've been thinking about that lately, but doesn't mean I'm going to change anything. I'm just, you know, considering it. But I think I heard that like if you're getting into like programming, then games is like the worst place to go. And so I've been thinking like maybe I should just start learning like C++ like legitimately and like taking some courses or something, and like maybe consider just going and looking for game like jobs outside of games just to make money. I don't know. Just some ideas. So I think what I have to do is make another one of these. And then we just sink this one into the ground more. I want to go like right, I guess, there probably. And this is an issue too. We can scale them all back, or actually we'll probably scale them all out a little bit. It'll look better if they're stretched out than in. For jobs outside of games, look into web dev tech, i.e. JavaScript, TypeScript nodes, Node.js, yeah. Kotlin Android developers make good money. It makes sense. If you ever want to dip your feet into learning code, hit me up on Discord. You got it, Ryan. Games industry is such a mess right now. I got laid off last Halloween and haven't been able to find another job yet. Yeah, I'm not. That's the problem, is like, last summer, I worked at Girls Make Games at the Crystal Dynamics Northwest location in Bellevue, and I was like, you know, I just kind of want this experience. Like, I want to work like on a big AAA like project. I want like the experience of like how like these big teams do this, like, and I want to like meet people who also do this, and like I just kind of like want to know what that experience is like, and I want to get paid for it. You know, actually getting paid like what you're worth in like game development would be awesome. So I applied and didn't even get an interview or anything, which is weird because I was always told like it's who you know, not really what you know. And I feel like I was qualified for the job that they wanted. Um, and I knew the people who worked there, so I thought for sure like I would get at least an interview, and I did not at all. So then I was like, maybe I'm not qualified at all. Maybe I'm not even like anywhere near where I thought I was. But then I've seen like some like I've talked to like AAA devs trying to like figure things out, and I'm like, oh no, I'm definitely qualified for this, at least for what I wanted to do. But anyway, I don't know. It just seems like so difficult to get into the industry. I just don't know if it's worth the effort, you know? I don't know. I just don't know if I care enough to like go through the effort. That's all. Uh-oh. Why'd that all click off? But yeah, I have been considering definitely going outside of games. I think I'd hate it, and I think it'd be one of those things that like I'd only want to do for a handful of years just to make some money, and then I'd probably move on, or just keep making games on the side. I also believe, and this is probably just me being optimistic and, you know, that guy, but I also think that I do have the drive and the talent to like actually make indie games for a living. I just have to keep like doing them, like keep working on them and releasing new games, not just keep making the same like game forever. Because unfortunately Swords of Magic doesn't make money. But at the same time, I don't know. I wonder if this should just open to like a balcony. Should be easier to find jobs across all industries once US interest rates start going down and funding starts picking up again. Yeah. C++ might be hard for you to compete with the rest of the C++ market. Yeah, because I'm going to be behind. I'm in my 30s. You know, I'm not getting younger, and I'm not getting more time. So yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know if I want to like, I don't even know outside of games like anything, you know? And that's what kind of worries me about it, is like, do I really want to like start learning a brand new thing, you know, in my 30s, like when I feel like I've just kind of like I figured out what I love to do, and I don't really want to like change that. Should we only overhang this side? Maybe we should do 45. Let me go like all the way up to here.
I don't know, the roof is the worst part. And of course I'm not building this like in a good way. And of course this doesn't snap. This is kind of janky. I think I have to put this one like here. Or just deal with some overlap. Let's see what we have. Okay, should be, let's see, aim for Nintendo Switch 2. Good money will be there at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know what the hardware is going to be like. I guess it doesn't matter really though. My problem is like, I don't have time to like work on a different game. I don't know. I'm in this weird limbo with Swords of Magic. Like I love working on it because it's like I have this huge like playground of like anytime I have an idea for like, oh this is a cool idea. It would be cool to see this in a game. Like it almost always fits in Swords of Magic, right? Like I can like slap it in somewhere. So it's like a playground where I can just kind of build whatever I want in, which is cool. So I like working in it and making things for it, and I like releasing it and seeing content made and stuff. Like obviously everyone loves that. The problem is that it doesn't make much money anymore, and I know that. But if I stop working on it, then it makes even less money, like a lot less money. So I'm stuck in this spot where it's like I can shift gears and like work on a different project, but unless I like go to a publisher and find some funding or something to cover like expenses during while that project's going on, like I can't, like I don't have the time or the resources to spend to it because I have to keep making updates and like stuff for Swords of Magic, and I have to get to 1.0 to like call this game actually finished and be like, and call it a success in my eyes, you know. So I don't know, I'm in a tight spot with it because like, and there's like some weeks where I just do not want to touch it. Like there's some weeks where I'm just like on the verge of like tears and like frustration about it, out of frustration with it. And I tell Jana, like, I just want to just shut it down. Like, I just want to like tell people, sorry, I'm not working on this anymore, and it's done. Like, it doesn't make enough money. I can't justify working on it anymore. But then like the next week, I'm like, want to work on it again. So, does the game have DLC? There's one DLC for the game, and it's just a supporter pack. It's $10, I think, and you can buy it as, it gives you some cosmetics and things. You get like titles, and some building plans and an outfit. That's about it. But other than that, there's no DLC for it because it's in early access still. So right now, Jana and I have kind of like a long-term game plan for the game, and it's basically we want to get the main storyline in the game. To do that, we need Alarin City, and we need Bone Reach. Those are the only two zones we absolutely have to have. But the problem is that those zones are like, Bone Reach is fine. It's like, you know, it's like halfway done already, probably. but Alaran City is like pretty far away, and we need a zone between the zones we have out like right now. Well, Delver's Pass like connects this zone. So basically, Delver's Pass connects to the Everwood. The Everwood connects to Alaran City. So we have to have the Everwood and Delver's Pass done before we can do Alaran City. And once we have Alaran City done and we have Bone Reach done, then like we can call the game 1.0, because we can do the main storyline. We can do like the whole like King Owen storyline thing, and then like the game can be finished. And then the problem is that we promise things like the desert, which is called Sunfall Desert, and then we have the Northest North, we have the Flood, we have Mistaken Isles, we have Blackrook Vale. Am I missing any? I think that's it. So we've like promised all these zones, but I think Jana and I've decided like this game is way bigger than we anticipated it being when we first started it, and there's just no reasonable way we can finish this game at its like current just at the studio's current state. There's no reasonable way for us to finish this game unless it just continually makes money, and it's not making enough money. It's not keeping up with inflation. Like, I don't know. Jana went to the store the other day to buy toilet paper, and she was like, it's like $50 for like a pack of toilet paper now. And it's just like, what the hell? Like, when did it get that expensive? It's so expensive now just to survive. So yeah, I don't know. We're kind of like in a weird place with it. So yeah, we're thinking if we do anything beyond the 1.0 release, it will be DLC, because we'll have to pay for that content. The problem I see with DLC is that if we can't sell the base game, I mean, I don't know. If we can't make money off like the base game, if it's not making money, what percentage of people are actually going to buy DLC? Especially when that DLC requires you to put like 100 hours into the game before you can get to that DLC, which is like expected, right? Like that's what the DLC should be. But I just don't know how many people are actually going to buy that. Stop pooping. Yeah, we could try that, I guess. I think that's totally normal for that way. Yeah. What do you mean it's not making any money? Can you not make it so you add stuff like cosmetics and new zones by charge? I mean, we could 3PO, but the problem is like I don't think people are going to pay for that stuff. Like we could, like this new zone, Delver's Pass, I could make this a DLC if I wanted to, and then it would just be open to like, it would just be like blocked off, and only players with DLC could open the gate or whatever to get in. And obviously we just kick players back out who don't have the DLC. But like, I don't want to do that. You know, that just doesn't feel right to me. Like, I feel like players should be able to play the base content of the game. If we're going to do like DLC, it should be extra stuff that's like beyond the main content. And like we could do, I guess we could build a cosmetic shop, and players can just like buy new outfits and hats and masks and all that stuff. Like we could do that, I guess, and new mounts and stuff. But I don't want to do that. You know, it just doesn't feel like this game. It doesn't feel right to me. The supporter pack, I don't remember how much it's made total, but it's helped a little bit. But it doesn't do much. This is why I also don't like streaming anymore. I feel like the game is just so old now that one, people are just like bored of it. Two, I'm kind of bored of it, and so I'm not like as excited about it anymore because it's not new and fresh and exciting. Even like the new content and stuff that is fresh and exciting is just not that exciting because it's the same content for this, or it's a new content for the same game. And it always like turns into like me talking negative about like finances or whatever, because it's just the reality of it, you know. And I'm very open about the development process and everything, and that development process includes me talking about income. And I hate like doing that. Like, I don't know, it puts me in a bad mood sometimes. If you make more content and ask money for the new content, that will help. That will not help the game. I don't think so, because I think it'll just cause negative reviews. I think people will like existing players who are excited about new content are going to come out and go, this game's in early access. They released a new zone, but you have to pay extra money to play that new zone, and the game's not even finished yet. So I paid for the game, and now I have to pay more money to play more of the game that's unfinished. Like, and I get that, because I'd be just as mad if I bought like, I don't know, let's just say like Enshrouded. If I bought Enshrouded in early access and the game was still being developed, which it is, or it was, anyway, I don't know if it's finished now. And then they released a new zone or like a new area or whatever, and I was like, cool, I can't wait to get to that new area because I'm like run out of content and things to do. And then it turns out that that new zone is $10 to do. I wouldn't buy it. I'd be mad. What about downscoping the game and going 1.0? Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's why I'm basically cutting out the desert, North is North, like the flood, Blackrock Vale. All those things are basically just being like not scrapped, but they're just being like pushed back to like after 1.0 because we can't like finish the game. We could technically finish Bone Reach and call it 1.0 and have like a storyline that makes sense. And we've actually kind of padded our storyline to be able to do that if we wanted to. But even just doing Bone Reach, that's probably another 6 months out if we just did Bone Reach. If I put everything else on hold and said, you know what, never mind, we're not doing skill trees, never mind, we're not doing dungeons, we're not doing Delver's Pass, like all this stuff's on hold, we're just doing Bone Reach, we're going to call it 1.0 and call the game done, and I'll move on to something else. Even that would still be like 6 months out probably, and that's fine. But I just feel like it's kind of like I would feel like a failure a little bit. So I just want to make sure like the game that I had envisioned in the beginning is like mostly there. But then again, the game I had envisioned in the beginning didn't have all of this polish, it didn't have all this content, it didn't have all of these features. Like it was a much more stripped down, bare bones version of this game that would have been finished years ago. Like I'm talking like the original like vision for the game would have been done before early access even launched. Like it would have been a 1.0 launch. Sorry about the dog barking. Jana's home. The dog's losing his mind. Open a Patreon? I have a Patreon. And the fact that you don't know that I have a Patreon means that I'm not doing a very good job with it. So I do have an idea actually here. Let me run this past you guys because I was about to do I'm gonna do a post for it here soon. Hold on, let me get caught up really quick. Microtransactions shop with daily pulls. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to microtransactions because I think it doesn't stop you from like getting content, right? It doesn't stop you from playing the game. It just adds something extra if you have extra money to spend and you want to spend money, right? So I'm okay with microtransactions that just do cosmetic things, but I don't know how to handle that, and I don't want to build that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Our game's not like secure enough to like stop players from cheating that. I'm pretty sure. It's not that it's old, it's the marketing. Yeah, that's true. To save the game, you have to do something right. You can try, and something you can try, and if people really dislike it, try something else. Talking with community is important. Yeah. See, Board Game Wizard gets it. Like that'd be messed up. Let me check. Sorry, I'm totally ignoring YouTube chat. I'm like looking at it and seeing it and recognizing it, but I'm not responding to it. Could you sell playtester levels? Probably not. Blizzard made more on the Sparkly Pony than on the StarCraft 2 expansion pack. Yeah. Have you thought about game bundles on Steam as a way to get more eyes? Oh yeah, like bundling with other games? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where to go to do that. And I've also noticed that like every single week they have like something like where it's like, oh, this is the Cozy Games like bundle sale or whatever, or like this is the Cozy Games sale and we have all these cool Cozy Games, or this is like the Wholesome Games sale or whatever. Oh, you scared me. I don't know why. I knew you were here. Hi. And I have no idea how to get into those either. Like there's a couple like Steam official ones that like pop up and they tell me about it and I'm like, oh yeah, let's opt into that or whatever. Not that we have like a lot to opt into right now, but I have no idea how to get into those like little side ones. So I'd love to know how to get into that. Because like there's a ton of them that show up all the time where I'm like, this would be perfect for Swords Magic. We should have been in this sale. This would have been perfect. Like we fit into all these games perfectly, but I didn't know this was a thing and I have no idea how to get notified of these things or like who we reach out to or whatever. So if you know about those Tectonics, I would love to talk to you. Send me a message on Discord. What about downscoping the game? We talked about that. Open a Patreon, maybe tutorial videos. Yeah, I thought about doing tutorial videos. I don't know. I hate making videos. I don't know why the baby's crying. Probably getting his diaper changed. Anyway, I absolutely hate making video content. Tutorial videos, stuff like that. It's just, I tried doing devlogs for a long time, and like I'll do them if I absolutely have to, and like they do help. I haven't done them in like, it's been like 3 or 4 months, I think, since I released the last devlog, and I just don't want to make them. So doesn't mean I shouldn't do them, and doesn't mean that like that doesn't help and I should be doing them. But it hurts me to say this, but if you continue with Swords and Magic, I think more zones and wrapping up the storyline could take priority over skills and dungeons. Yeah, I agree. Video editing is pain. Yeah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's like, it's just the exact opposite of like what creative work I enjoy doing. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I love the idea of it, and I have tons of ideas for like, this would make a great dev like YouTube video. Like I want to make a video about this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. I have all the ideas, but I'm like the idea guy in like the YouTube scene that you hear about all the time in the game dev scene. I'm like, I have all the ideas, but I don't have the I guess gumption to go for it. I don't have the drive to do it. You need 30 students each paying $100 a month for training. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that too. I would do live training, and I would 100% do something like I've actually even thought about just doing like consulting. Like I'll consult on your like indie project or whatever, and see what your code base looks like, and like critique your whatever. Like I feel like I could do that with like blueprints and stuff, and your art style and stuff too. Like I feel like I could definitely like do consulting and stuff. I just have no idea like how to even get started with that, and I don't know if I like want to do that anyway, because it just again would just take more time out of my day that I don't want to like spend doing that kind of stuff. But anyway, okay, so here's my idea. So Patreon is actually a pretty consistent way to earn money for us. We usually make $400 to $500 a month on Patreon, which is really helpful, and I really appreciate everyone who pitches in on Patreon to like make that happen for me or for us. So I have this idea. We have a $15 a month super secret bonus tier that like we post stuff in, and I'm pretty bad at posting, but usually when I do start posting, I get kind of a roll and post like everything I work on every day. So I'm thinking about adding a new tier. First of all, I think I need to get rid of the 3D modeling tier on there, because that kind of just flopped, and I stopped putting stuff out there because it was just it wasn't like making enough splash for me to like work on it, to like dedicate time to it. So I think we're just gonna get rid of that. I love the idea of building up my 3D modeling or my 3D like asset like things and doing that, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't taking off as fast as I wanted to, I guess. So I think I should shift gears. But what I'm thinking about is just getting rid of that and moving the super secret bonus tier down to like $10 a month, and then making it like way more enticing. So this is what I'm thinking. And it takes some technical stuff that I'd have to do, and I think it'd be worth it. I want to talk to Ryan more about it, because I already talked to him a little bit about it. But what I want to do is every month on Patreon, if you paid for that month, whatever, if you're a supporter for that month for the $10 tier, then you get access to exclusive in-game content. And that would be things like a new mount, or a new pet companion, not companion, a new pet, not a new animal companion. Or like a new weapon skin for a weapon that you can just get in the game already. Like it would just be like a new weapon. No, it wouldn't be pay to win. The weapon skin could be considered pay to win maybe, so I could just probably avoid that, but it'd be something you could just easily get in the game, same stats and everything, just a new skin. So it'd just be like, instead of the moon blade, you'd get like a sun blade variation, for example. But you can easily just go get the moon blade, and it'll have the same stats. It'll just be a sun blade version. Yeah. So it would just, and what I would do is I would just set up like 12 months at a time. So I just set up like this month players are going to get this, this, and this, or just this one item. My favorite one is mounts, because it's so easy to just go reskin all the mounts, right? Like we can just be like, oh, you get an orange turtle or a tortoise or something. What color is a tortoise? Red? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like we can do different things like that, like super easy just to reskin the different mounts or change like some stuff. Like there's an armored boar mount that's been in the game that's like ready to go. Actually, I think there's a bug with it. But anyway, it's been in the game forever, ready to go, but there's just nowhere for me to like put it, and I'd have to release like content for it. So I just haven't put it out yet. There's like a ton of stuff out there, like just a ton of like mounts and stuff. Mounts are also like super easy to set up. I can set up a new mount. Like I can even like model, rig, and set up a new mount in game in like a day. So if I could just set up like 12 months worth of like rewards and then see how those go, and if they go well, then set up another 12 months. And I just think that would bring in a lot of players. I think any players who like are interested in the game would be interested in paying an extra $10 a month to get those like secret bonus like things. Way more interested than they are to just like find out what's coming next, right? Because one, we do dev digest, which are supposed to be weekly, but we've been kind of cut back on those since this summer. So like a lot of the secret stuff that you see in the Patreon shows up there eventually anyway. So it's just like, why are people paying $15 a month for it? Yeah, Sparkly Pony, exactly. So yeah, what I'm thinking is, instead of just adding like a cosmetic shop to like Steam or whatever and just looking like really scummy, I'd rather do it through Patreon. And then the real kicker would just be to put that right on the homepage of the game. So when you hit play in the game, it pops right up in the corner and it's like, get this month's super secret, like this thing or whatever. Maybe not even say super secret. Just like tell people what it is. Just be like, want this cool fire horse mount or whatever, like sign up for Patreon and get this today or whatever. And we'll just like show those each month, like what that month's thing is. So another thing I'm thinking is it'll be exclusive because and I hate to do this because like this feels so scummy, but you have to kind of capitalize on the FOMO thing. And it had to be something like, if you didn't sign up for in January 2025, you didn't get the unicorn mount, for example, right? Like if you signed up in February instead, you missed out on the unicorn mount and there's no way to get that ever again, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking is, so instead of being like, oh, I've signed up for 3 months, so I get the third month mount or whatever thing is, and then every player gets that after they've signed up for 3 months. So it's not like a consecutive thing. Like if you sign up for 12 months in a row, you get the 12 like month reward. It'll just be like, if I sign up for this month, I'll get this reward, and then if I don't sign up for next month, I won't get that reward. So players can kind of just pick and choose which ones they want. So if there's something they really aren't interested in for a month, they can just cancel their sub. How many concurrent players do you have? I have no idea right now, Ryu. It's not many. Right now, it's really dead. I wouldn't be surprised if we have like 4. How do you even check that? Is it on SteamDB? I don't even know how to check that anymore. I know I've checked it before. Swords of Magic and stuff. Let's see how many players we have right now. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Well, that's dumb. Oh, I have 8 players right now. 8 in game right now. Okay, that's way better than I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting like 0 or 1 right now. It's pretty good. Just wondering to see if this is a viable option. And the next question, well, it would be the thing is, we'd have more players in game if I was pushing Patreon and telling people they can get exclusive cool new things, right? Because then you'd have to get in your game to check your mail to get the thing, right? So we'd get more players back in the game playing, and as long as you play for like a couple minutes, you're probably going to get roped into playing for half an hour or longer, right? Like Swords of Magic is one of those games where like you jump in, you're like, oh, I should go water my crops, and then pretty soon you're like, oh, should probably go check my, all that, see if that stuff got smelted. Oh, now that I have all that stuff in my inventory, I should go craft those things I wanted to craft. Like it just kind of rolls, like you just kind of snowball and you end up playing for a couple hours, which is good. I love that about the game. That's like one of my favorite things about how the game's evolved. So I think that just knowing, like if players know like, there's a new secret thing coming out or a new mount coming out over this month, that'll give more players a reason to get back in. What about Steam drops? Stream drops? I would love to do that. I just don't know how to do that. I think you have to I don't know. I've looked into it before a little bit, but I don't even know like how to go about doing that. But I'd love to do it because then that would promote players streaming it on Twitch. I assume you're talking about Twitch drops, unless I'm misunderstanding. I should harvest my potatoes. Oh, I should go kill an evil, corrupt Cthulhu god. Yeah. Well, it just kind of leads into that, right? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think that's what I want to aim for. Is something I think that's a good way to handle it. I think it would like if we already have, how many people are on Patreon right now? How many people are supporting us on Patreon right this second? Go off my screen. Thank you. So we're at $3.95 a month right now, so it's a little lower than it normally is. But still, like, that's $400 a month. We have, it says 38 paid, 107 total. So I assume we have 107 people who are just like following it, and then 38 people who are paying for it monthly right now. So if 38 people signed up right now. So now imagine there's 107 people who are just like following it. Find out that there's like, if you sign up now, you get in-game cosmetics, like rewards. I think that would convert a lot of them if they're already following it and seeing like what I'm posting. And then on top of that, I can go in and like, I can post like on Patreon, and I can post on Steam, and it'll be on the cover of the game or on the home or the start screen of the game, like the title screen. Oh my god, I know how words work. So like there's a lot of places where I'll be able to promote it, and I think it'll pull more people. Like I know we only have 8 players playing right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll have more players playing if we're promoting that kind of stuff. And there's new things every month for you to unlock. So yeah, I think that's the way to do it. We have a thing in our game that up to 3 times a day you can get skins within our game. Oh, that's interesting. Do not require Twitch, just Steam. Oh, yeah, I'd love to know how you do that, Tectonics. Are you on our Discord? You should send me a message on Discord because I wanna pick your brain if you're open to that. And Shredder recently did Twitch drops, seemed to drive streams for a while. Yeah, so I also... Oh, let's go here. I also I started setting up Twitch support. Or Twitch integration, I mean. But the problem is you have to have a server that like runs a login process. It's just an authentication process, an OAuth, which sounds like it's simple. And I actually talked to Ryu about this because he'll be doing it in his game, so we'll be working on that together. So I might just have him help me set it up or whatever on my end. Or maybe we could come to an agreement and like use the same server, if it's that simple. Maybe that would make sense to just use the same server to do things like that. Between both our games, if we're gonna do it for now, until one of them takes off and we kick the other person off. Anyway, but I think I have this set up already. Maybe not. I think I'm gonna turn it off. I guess I turned it off. I thought I had it on here. Yeah, I guess not. It used to say Twitch on there, but I think I turned it off already. Anyway. Discord link, please. Oh, you should be able to find it. It should be at the bottom of this stream. I'll post it though. It's just... should be that. I think you have to apply to Twitch's API to do the drops. Yeah, which I've done already. I've already done that for a couple other projects because the Twitch Works stuff makes you do that. You can do it through the official portal for the app. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 again for the past month. It's really good at that sort of thing. One event leads to another, etc. Yeah. Yeah, I loved the original Guild Wars, and then I got into Guild Wars 2 for a little while, and I was just disappointed because of certain things. One of my favorite things about Guild Wars 2 is the quest system, though. How, like, the quest is just, like, in an area, and when you walk into it, you just automatically start the quest. I think that's really intuitive, and it's it's very streamlined and feels almost like a mobile game in some ways, which is, I guess, a downside, but at the same time, like, it just feels so nice walking to an area and all of your friends are on the same quest at the same time, and you don't and it's like not that big of a deal. It's not like you're waiting for them to like finish one part so they can do the next part around. It's kind of nice, but also kind of like leaves you can't really then do like quests where you're like going from one point to another point and stuff. I don't know, it's very limiting. Do an official server, right? I can't remember if you said you did. Sorry, I have an official server for what, Rayu? I do not have any servers outside of 2 game servers for Swords and Magic, and they're not mine. They're hosted through King Perfect. And Shredder recently did Twitch drafts. We'll talk about this. I thought about making a marketplace plugin, selling it as a service to leverage the login server. Didn't think the market was big enough to make the time worthwhile. For Twitch, you mean? For the like the Tweeworks like login thing? I think the problem is that it's not like the stuff inside Unreal is easy to set up. It's the fact that you need like that server. Like I don't even like I have to like go to AWS and like sign up for a server, and then I have no idea what to do after that. Even that is like that's like rocket science to me, is like just signing up for an AWS server. Like I don't even know how to do that. I've done it before, but I don't remember how I did it. And it actually might have been Moz that did it. It might have been you that did it. To be honest, I don't remember who did it or how we did it. You know, I think it was Victoria when I was working Victoria a long time ago. Long time ago. Go off the website, super simple. When you launch the app, it will access the site, and then they click something like yes, and voila, it's done. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so I heard they made it easier. I would look at it. I'd have to look at it. Maybe this weekend. Are you hosting an official server Swords and Magic? No. Well, yeah, I guess we are. Did Abby start school? Not yet. Why are you asking me through Twitch chat, Mom? She starts, I think September 5th? I can't remember now. Oh, ad break. I don't know, she says. You can just message me or call Jana. Yeah, so I not only do I need like the TwitchWorks server set up, but I also need a server that can host the Patreon stuff, like the Patreon whatever it is. So I don't have to worry about like doing anything janky with like Patreon. Like I could do a thing where like players have to like manually come to the Discord and like sign up to get access to the in-game rewards, whatever, and I could give them like a key or something, but that just feels really bad. Like I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather it just be automatic or automated through the game. So you log into the game, it'll like at login, it'll check to see if you've received, if you're a Kickstarter, if you're a Patreon, not a Kickstarter, a Patreon supporter, and if you are, then it'll check to see if you've already received their rewards for the month, and if you haven't, then you'll get them. So I think that's like a pretty that should be pretty straightforward, I think, but it has to like I have to have a server to do that. So I would like to combine like the Twitch server and the Patreon server to be able to handle multiple things like that. And then we can talk about cooler things once we have a server up and running for things like that. Then we can talk about like future features. If the game starts making money, if Patreon starts bringing in like $1,500 a month or something, then that's fantastic. That would be like between that and working with Ryu and just like selling copies of the game and doing sales and stuff like that, that would put us in a really good spot, and we could just keep working on Swords and Magic and not have to worry about it. That'd be awesome. But yeah, and then we could talk about doing like the like global marketplace, which is something I'd love to do in Swords and Magic, where you have like a marketplace or a like an auction house thing, and you can list things for sale, and other players in their server can see it for sale and buy it. I think that'd be amazing. Love it. Want to see Swords succeed. Me too. So say they pay, they get an achievement, and then when they stop paying, it removes the achievement, and you use that as a flag. I want to do something like this. What about revoking Steam achievements? Can you do that? There's also here's a problem, Ryu, is that I've actually heard that there's like scripts or something out there, or things that you can do to cheese to just like to get the achievements without actually earning them. And because our game is not server authoritative, whatever the word is, it would be probably really easy to cheese and get the achievements anyway. Like you could probably just go in and like cheat and change that, because to get our achievements, and I don't want to like spoil anything, it's just like it's just like a world event, which is like I don't know how to show you this. It's just like a list of strings, or actually their name variables on the player, and so a lot of them are just like, if you have this one world event, then at startup try to like match that with a Steam achievement. If it's the same, then give them that Steam achievement. So that would be really easy to cheese. And I don't know if you can revoke them. Start simple. Steam is serverless. Yeah, Steam is a good place to go. It would be nice, honestly, if we could just do a cash shop, like a microtransaction shop through Steam, and cut out Patreon. I would be fine for that. I'd be fine with that too. I think it would be less engaging, because I guess we could just, you just cycle through what is for sale that month, I guess. You can have 2 achievements, past and current. Our games not use servers. For the Patreon achievements, you can just set up just those as server check required. It would be about a day of system with some PHP. You can revoke achievements. I did it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I want to do this as simple as possible. And if it's simpler to just build, I linked you the Steam page for Cash Shop. Okay. Oh, where did you? Where? On Discord? I don't see anything on Discord. Oh, maybe you just linked it in channel chat. I don't know where you linked it. But yeah, maybe just setting up a cash shop in Steam is the best way to do it, and then we just have like a rotating like items for sale. You're going to make me relearn C++ and make an Epic plugin. There might already be one, to be honest, Tectonics, so don't get too ahead of yourself. There might actually be one. You should check first. But like, that would be a great way to do it if there was just a plugin that would just link to Steam, and like I could set that stuff up on my end. That is something else you could do. Make tradable items via marketplace, and they're rewarded those items. Then you get money from trading and buying via the Steam marketplace. Oh, that would be interesting. You know, there's one for $200. Honestly, if it has good reviews and it's actually like worth the money, I would definitely pay for that. If it meant setting, because I think I'd make my money back in, you know, a month or two. That banana game made a ton from the Steam item and trading. Really? Yeah, but I think that's because it like went viral. I think you need like hundreds of thousands of trades to even like make any money, right? You would need a ton of trades, and like that's the problem, is that kind of stuff is cool. Like, for example, Jana was really into the trading card thing. She was like, Michael, these are really easy to set up. We should like set up these trading cards, and then whenever like people sell them or trade them, whatever, we make money off that. And I was like, all right, fine. So we spent like a whole day or two like setting them up. I think it was more than that. I think it took us like a few days to like make all the art and everything and get them all set up and everything. We got them all set up, and they make like 3 cents a month. I think we might have made like $1.50 the first month, and she was like, we made $1.50, and I was like, who cares? It took us a whole day to set it up. It wasn't worth it. Like, we'll never make that money back, the whole day spent. So I think you have to have a huge audience. If we had like millions of players, if we were like, you know, I don't know, Destiny or something, or I can't think of other big games right now, like Power World even, and we had trading cards, then yeah, we probably make thousands of dollars from them. It probably would have been well worth the money. But like, because we have such a small audience, we have to do something that's like, that will bring our audience back in, our existing players back to the game and buy and spend money. Or we need to be reaching for a new audience, like growing our audience. So it's one of those two things. I don't think we can rely on our current audience to do things to make money. And I think earning in-game Steam like items is interesting, but I just don't think it's gonna bring players back to like play the game, because it's just a Steam item. It's not an item you can show off and play with in game, and I think that's where the incentive is. If I heard that For example, let's go back to Enshrouded again. I haven't played in a long time, and I was actually considering playing again recently, but I haven't got around to it yet. But if I heard that they suddenly added, or they just added new Steam items, so when you get items in the game, you get like Steam items in your inventory, and you can trade those other players, that would not bring me back to the game in the slightest. But if I heard that they had new items I could get for like, I don't know, I'm not a cash shop guy, I don't have the money for cash shop stuff, so that wouldn't really entice me. But I do feel like if I was really into the game and I wanted everything in the game and I had collected everything and like, you know, 100%ed it, like a lot of our players have done, and then I heard that there was more like in-game like cosmetic things you can unlock now, I think that would excite me way more because I want like more in-game stuff. So, what do you mean you can? Cards are less cool, in-game stuff is big money. Yeah, in-game stuff is cool. Depends. If you make a cool amount you can only ever get once for that month, that would create rarity. Yeah, for sure. And that's the point. That was the whole idea behind the Patreon thing, is that it would be the FOMO thing, right? Oh, and then you're saying trade them. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. That would be okay. That would be interesting, because if we did the Patreon thing, or even just cosmetics, whatever, and you bought it and it became a Steam item, and you can only use the item in game if you had it in a Steam item. Is that how that works? That's a really interesting idea. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying now. I didn't understand that's how that worked. Like, I've got items for Dota and stuff, but I had no idea that I could use them in game. I didn't know that's what that meant. I usually just sell them or they're probably just sitting in my inventory still. I probably had them for years. They're probably worth thousands of dollars. Just kidding, they're probably not. If I got them for free, like randomly, I'm sure everyone else did. They're probably not worth anything. But yeah, I didn't realize that's how it worked. You're talking about making a global market. I am saying use Steam's marketplace as your global market. Can we? How? Okay, but would it be like absolutely stupid to turn every item in our game into a Steam item? It probably would, right? We probably don't want to do that. Are you saying no and yes? Well, it's almost a full quarter. We make about 21 cents a week from 4 cosmetic trades. Yeah, so it's not much money. How big is your like player base though? Tectonics, what game are you working on, or what game is it? You want to link it? I think Swords of Magic could still go viral if the right streamer started to play it. Yeah, I think it's getting big enough. Like, there's enough content in it now that people would. I think it's gonna be one of those situations where if it ever goes viral, it'll be like a short-lived thing. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like it doesn't have enough like replayability for like when Among Us, for example, went viral, or like Vampire Survivors. Like, those games went viral and then blew up and then stayed viral for a long time, and they're still like big names and big games that people still play. Swords of Magic won't be like that. If it goes viral, it'll be like Enshrouded went viral or whatever when it first started, or like as an example, as we've been talking about it. But it'll just be like a one-off thing. Like, it'll go viral for like a week or two, maybe a month, and then it'll just die again. And that's probably fine, because like that's kind of what, like it's just a one-time like play game, you know? Like, you might play it for a few months, finish everything there is to finish it, and then you'll be done with it. Oh, the cousins still play Among Us. Yeah, but the point is, Among Us, it has like, you can keep playing it, because every time you play it, you're playing with new people and new interactions. So there's a lot of repeatable content. Like, the content's not repeatable, but like, it's player driven action that like, it's a social deduction game basically. And so because of the social aspect, it makes it, you want to keep playing. And Swords of Magic kind of has that, but not in that way at all. Didn't listen to everything, but make sure that Swords of Magic items can't have a real monetary value. I can cheese the game and get infinite gold, which I knew how to do before I was an S&M dev. Yeah, that's a very good point, Encanta. Yeah, so my idea was you wouldn't be able to earn these things in game, I guess. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's too easy to spawn that kind of stuff in. This would have to be something you, like, purchase or whatever via, like, an item shop or whatever, or get through Patreon or whatever, and then you can trade with other players. Yeah, it couldn't be like everything. If people want to cheese it and he gets money, what does it matter? Well, that's the problem is like, let's just say like players get epic sword, right? And then they realize they're the only person in the game that has epic swords. They go on and they sell it for $3 on the like Steam marketplace, let's just say. And then someone buys it and they're like, yeah, sweet. And then we make 15 cents or whatever. And it's like, cool, that worked out really well. And then that player's like, oh, I know how to get that epic sword. I'm going to go get another one under the character because that made me $3. Let's do that again. And then they just do that. And then they figure out, oh, I can spawn them in. I figured out how to spawn in thousands of them. I can just change my player's inventory or whatever. Now they have thousands of them and they're selling them all. Now they're not worth $3 anymore, right? They're not worth anything now. So yeah, exactly. So it would just destroy the market, and then suddenly no items in the market would be worth anything, and then it would just have been wasted time on our end. That's a bug that needs to be fixed. The argument no. It doesn't matter, right? Because we don't have Steam authority. Like we don't have, there's no server authority, so you can easily change your game code or use like cheat CC. What's it called? Not cheat CC. That's a website. What's it called? There's a cheat program, whatever, that you could use. Really easy. So yeah, it'd be really easy to do that. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to do it for all of our items in game. It would have to be the cash shop items. You have to buy them, and it would give you the item in game and the Steam item. And then the only way to have that item is if you have it in the Steam thing. You wouldn't be able to cheese it in. And that's the thing. I think we can't have any way where players can get an item in game and it turns into a Steam item. That's just not possible because we don't have a server to like verify that stuff. You can limit the number that are populated the Steam inventory service. This is not real time. YouTube might be kind of slow. I don't know. But I read that right when I saw it. So you tell me if it's not real time. If you're not, unless you're talking about the game, I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Euclid? Hi. You said Spaceport Trading Company is your game. We sold less than 1K copies. Oh, so you sold less than 1K copies. You're still making like 20 cents a week from cosmetic trades. That's not bad, actually. I don't know how many copies we've sold, but it's more than that. I have to sign in again, so I might not be able to do this right now. Check my mail. Yeah, maybe it's possible if we do. It could be possible if like we had like rare drops. Like if maybe we just like set it up for certain items, right? There's like a certain amount of items that you can do. Is Games Radar not like a really big YouTube channel? I have an email from Games Radar asking for a Steam key. I'm pretty sure it is, and I'm pretty sure it's not really Games Radar. Anyway, 3 to 5 second delay, not too bad. I spent a week researching the Steam system. Yeah, I need to look at more into what like we can do with it. Financial info. We've sold. I don't remember what this, how this. There's 97,000 players have the game. 97,252 players have Swords and Magic in their library. But I think we've only sold 33,000 keys or copies. So I think we've sold 33,000, which is pretty good. It's just unfortunately when it sold most of the copies and we made all the money, we were paying a whole team, and so we lost a lot of the money. And you know, it's expensive to live and stuff. Okay, you're pushing the items to the Steam inventory. and they guard you from that. Right. So let's say, okay, so maybe we do a thing where it's like we have some rare gems or something. I don't know, maybe like it'd be kind of interesting if we just made it like all our gems. I don't know, whatever. Let's just say there's a rare item you can get in the game. We would have to, like, before that item could drop, it would be like a special drop thing, and you would have to like check Steam to see if there was like how many things were on Steam or whatever, I guess, and then we could spawn it and then give it to you based on that, because then there would be no way to cheese it, right? Players couldn't just like spawn it in their inventory, because we'd have to like write code that would check Steam and then grant it to you via Steam. And then I don't think you could have, like, I guess you could cheese that event from somehow. You could like probably cheese it and make that event keep triggering. You could write a script or something and make that event trigger over and over again. And that's where the problem would be. So, but we could maybe do something like that. We would just have to do a thing where you can only have so many of them or something. I don't know. You can create a generate that does all of the checks. I need to look into this more. So there's no, like, there's not a way to, there's got to be a way for players to cheese that though, right? I guess we could probably do a thing, like, I'm sure there's probably a way to check, like, you can only drop this X amount of times. Is that what you would do? Or not, or, oh, like, how many a day? Right. So even if players weren't doing it the legitimate way, if they were just cheesing it in, they could still only do it so many times a day. And that would prevent... Okay. This is done already on Steam. You can 100% be safe. I don't know, Ryu. I'm still skeptical about it, like, every single item. Because, for example, if you can only have so many items in... Okay. If we... See, I don't think this should definitely not be every single item in our game. Because that would mean if you needed, like, 10 milk, for example, to cook or whatever, you have to go to places where you get milk, and then if you got too much milk in a day, it would like lock you out, right? You'd get like time gated from getting more milk in game. But if a player doesn't care about their Steam inventory, they just want to play the game, then they should just be able to get all the milk they want, right? So if they like built a farm or whatever, and like you can't do this right now, but one day you might be able to. But maybe it's honey, right? You can put like honey, or like what are they called? The beehives? What are they called? Whatever they're called. You can put beehives all over your property and then just farm like infinite honey if you want. Like every day they just spawn more honey and you can just farm like hundreds of it. But like if we had a lock where players couldn't do that, then they would just be stuck. I would not do it with everything. Yeah, it would just be have a tier system. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And you can set up an item shop so players can just buy these, right? You could just buy them with real world money, or would you just buy them from other players? Is that how you would do that? Because I'm thinking if they were like mounts, if it was an item that unlocked a mount. See, and that would be interesting too. If it was an item like, let's say a saddle dropped, a random saddle somewhere, and you right click it and it unlocks the mount. The saddle itself could be a Steam item that you could trade. But once you unlocked it, it would become a mount and you wouldn't be able to get it. You wouldn't be able to sell it anymore. Either. I'm saying it can be done. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Ryu. You can make it where it costs 0 money and let players set the monetary value. Yeah. I sell dote items for 0.002 cents off in trash items. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I do with the trading cards. I usually just sell them for like a fraction of a penny too. It would depend on how you want to do it. Yeah. It would be nice to not have to rely on Patreon. I guess I just see it as like Patreon would be nice because it's separate from the game and it'll grow a Patreon audience that can then be converted to other games, right? Then we can just add other tiers where we're like, hey, we've launched a new game. Now you can support this one too, or whatever. I don't know. For Patreon, do what Star Citizen does. What does Star Citizen do? If you have a monthly sub, each month you get XXX free items. I love that it's XXX. Not just X free items. Only available from that sub. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. I was planning on basically going through and setting up a data table for like January, February, March, whatever. Numbers, whatever. And then if you were a Patreon subscriber for June 2025, then you'd unlock X reward, that reward. And then that's how you'd get that. You can even have the player created items that have you and the creator split that money. Interesting. Oh. Hold on. You're saying to use like the Steam Workshop to let players make their own in-game items? A battle pass? Yeah, it would be basically a battle pass, yeah. Yeah, that came up when I was talking to Jana about it, and I was like, because honestly, so I've been playing, well, I haven't played the finals in like 2 months now, actually, but I was playing the finals. They made some changes, which I'm not really happy about, and I really didn't like it as much. But the finals battle pass is really interesting because I bought the first battle pass because it's a free game, and I was like, whenever I play a free game, if I get really into it, I will allow myself to pay money in the game up to what I think that I would have paid for the game itself if I was going to buy the game outright. So in this case, it was $20. I would have spent $20. I probably would have spent $40 on it if I knew that I was going to like it as much, because I put a couple hundred hours into it. No, I did not. I probably put 100 hours into it. Maybe I have more than that. Anyway, so I spent like $20 on the first battle pass for the first season I was playing, and then they give you a bunch of in-game coins which you can spend on cosmetics, or you can just spend them on the next battle pass, and then you get those coins again by the end of the battle pass. So as long as you play through the whole battle pass, you make enough to earn the next battle pass, which is interesting, and that's what I was doing, and I love that, because then it's like, as long as I'm responsible with the in-game currency, or not in-game, but the cosmetic currency or whatever, then I can just buy the next battle pass for free. If you have a monthly sub, blah blah, only available sub, then those can be traded on the market after. So the only chance you can ever get is from the subs or the market. You never get it from the subs or market. Yes, yeah, and I love that. Ryu plus DT plus Kindred equals S&M success. Let's go. Yeah, I think this would be. I think this is a good plan. I'm not sure the direction exactly I want to go with it yet, but I think this is a good plan. Definitely gives me some thoughts, some ideas. Let's go back to the house factory and keep working on this while we're thinking about it, because I need to get work done while we're brainstorming here. Player retention. Yeah, exactly. You need to just schedule some time with me. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so I just need to figure out like what those items would be, because it's got to be something. I love the idea of like mounts. I wonder if I assume there's no way to like store data about the items you're trading, right? It's just the item itself, that's it. Uh-oh. Make it mounts at first. That's what WoW did. Yeah, and I love the idea of mounts. I think mounts are one of those things that people will spend real money on because it's like, they're just cool. If you look into how Dota 2 does it, they have stats for items. There is, you can have a ton of stats. What I mean is, can they change? Like, for example, let's like hypothetically, let's say it's a mount, right? Let's say we went in and we like expanded the mounts, because right now you can get to level 20 on a mount. Let's just say we made it level 100 in like every stat, and we kind of like opened it out a lot more so you can do a lot more with it. We have to like make those numbers more incremental, because obviously at level 20 your speed is like insane already, so we have to like like squish that down. But let's just say you got a mount, a rare mount, and you wrote it a whole bunch, and then you traded it to someone else in the marketplace for real money. Would they get those levels? Could you do that? You can 100% chance it. They have a tool that changes the name of items. You can upgrade quality, make it cursed, etc. Oh, change it. Okay. You can customize them and update them. Wow. Why have I never seen this? Where is this on Steamworks? Have I never seen this page? Do people just like build entire games around this feature on Steam? Because it just seems like that would be like you can make some really cool stuff on it with this. I want to do this, but I'm thinking we just do. We're gonna really screw ourselves with the roof here. I'm telling you. We're gonna end up like changing a bunch of this because of the roof. Like why are there not more games where you just like every item is like a Steam item? Get bash roofs, so you. Yep, no kidding. There's a game that makes over $1 million a year from this. Jeez. You interviewed one of the devs? Wow. You sent me a link on Discord. Oh, I see your message now. You can store functions within the item, like player item. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. I wonder how long this will take me to set up, though. We'll deal with that later. Oh, this is off, that's why. We'll just do something like this, and then we'll put a... We'll just make this room more interesting. Where's my, like... Oh, right there. And then we'll put, like, the bed or something under here. And then we'll put, like, a desk and, like, a mirror or whatever in this corner. It'll be fine. Don't Starve. Don't Starve Together has a cool system like this. Later, take a few minutes and watch the video by Steam on the features, Sending links. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. And I have it up over here, so I won't forget. Yeah, definitely something to think about. This is. I'm glad I brought this up on Steam or on stream. Sorry, because I was trying to figure out how to handle this. Because the Patreon, I think the Patreon way would have been fine, but it would have been a little scuffed. And using, like, I really like the idea of using this. I wonder, like, man, I don't know. I don't know what, like, to do, though. I kind of, like, there's a lot of interesting ideas for that. Like, I don't know if I want it to be, like, weapons. Or, like... I don't know. What am I looking for? Oh, fence. Actually, let's make it a railing. Those two ends in banister, I guess. I have all these fancy banister pieces. That aren't even like... I think there's pieces that like go under the stairs, so like this sits in. Like this. Yep. But I don't know if I want to do that because I kind of like seeing under the stairs. I was gonna put like barrels and stuff under there. These also do not snap correctly. I don't know where, like, what I was thinking when I built this kind of stuff. Yeah, because it doesn't snap. Alright, now this works then. Very happy to see this project wasn't scrapped. No, I've been working on this for 4 years. Well, technically I've been working on it for 6 years, but it's been, we have our 4-year anniversary coming up next month. Definitely has not been scrapped. When was the last time you played, Truth? Plus you can test it out to see if there's movement. Oh, people love RuneScape. Hold on. Let me start back up. Start with mounts and hats. Yeah. Yeah, I think mounts is the way to go. Yeah, so right now, oh, I don't have a... I don't know what this is going to do. I'm in a level I wasn't expecting to be in. Just froze Unreal. There we go. This looks really ugly from one side. Luckily that side really won't be seen. So I have a... There's a way to like package up your mounts, not your mounts, your companions into crates, and then you can trade them with other players in game. You can't do that with mounts. So maybe if we just switch all the mounts to this system, that would be a pretty cool way to start. Listen, Magoo. Wait, why can't I ban them? Oh shucks. Sorry, Matt. You're too slow, buddy. Things that streamers can show off are key, like making a special stream only hat that they need to apply for or something. Yeah, that's a cool idea. So I have plans. Oh man, I hope I wrote this down somewhere because I can't remember what we changed it to. But I have a bunch of plans for like streamers. So you once we have the Twitch stuff, which like Twitch support working, you opt in and then you'll get certain items or whatever. And how did that work? I had the whole thing like redesigned because I had an idea originally a long time ago that wasn't going to work anymore. But it gives you like a pet or a companion that like flies around with you. And then when you have that companion out with you, or maybe it will be a pet. I think it'll be a pet. You can just have it out. Then viewers can use commands to control the companion essentially and like vote for what it does. So it can like curse the player or heal the player and things like that. So I think that'd be really fun. Do that kind of stuff. Pet trading is also a good idea. We'd have to change how pets work. Right now you can just put like a pet house in your house on your property and then you interact with it and the pet pops out of it like poofs. And then you can interact with the pet to pet it, or you can long press on it and it'll follow you around. If it follows you, then it just follows you around. So we wouldn't really be able to trade them unless you just traded the whole pet house, which actually could work. Currently applying to wait, hold on. I was about to ban. Gotcha. Packaging up pets would be huge too. Yeah, pet trading. Currently applying to side gigs to afford all these extra Swords Magic goodies. I don't know, Matt. What do you think? Do you think this is a good direction to go in, or do you think people will just be like, you spent all this time and effort making a bunch of stuff to make us pay more money instead of just making the game? That's what I anticipate. Get the money printer working first. Yeah. I remember Ryu's video riding a pig. That made the video huge. What? Think about the thumbnail. Do both, make stuff and make the game. Well, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. This is kind of a big overhang. Maybe we extend this out and we just make this like a crafting station. So you can just do all your crafting here. There's gonna be a there's a water wheel right here. In the river. It might stick out a little further. You might put like a box or something here to like extend this further. I think it won't be too bad as long as they come alongside substantial updates towards version 1.0, new zones, quests, etc. Yeah, but updates specifically focused on cash shop options with no other updates would be kind of meh. Yeah. Yep. No money to pay for the development time, so that's the evil. Yeah, and that's what people don't get. Like, a lot of people are mad about the not a lot of people. There's a handful of people who are really, really upset about the supporter pack DLC, which is just like mind-blowing to me. Like, it's an extra thing you can just pay for if you want to support the development, and like that's all it is. That's there's nothing else to it. So it's just so weird to me that like people are upset about that. But one thing I have to remind myself all the time though of is that like not everyone is upset about that. There's like a very small amount of people who are actually mad about that. It's just easy to like, it's easy to think that everyone is mad because I read one person saying it. And my brain immediately thinks like, well, if one person is saying it, then there's probably like 1,000 people who are thinking it, you know, that just haven't said it. But that's not really the case. Should we do another balcony on this side? It just like goes out to here. So you can walk all the way through. Or what if we did this? Oh, this is not what I want to do. I want these pieces. It's a little ugly right here now. Roll it in with a new update? Yeah, for sure. But if you go this route, I think players will expect like regular and consistent updates if they're paying for premium stuff. A year of premium goods and no zone updates may also look bad. Agreed. So if you want to really go all in on Swords and Magic one last time, then sure. But if your heart might not be in it, maybe best to shift to New Horizons. I would say you front load content for it and have a few things in the pipeline or the pipe or prior to opening it up. Do an honest post on Steam about the idea and really tell people why the why. Oh, sorry. Tell people the why. I don't know where my brain was. Also, I apologize to the YouTube audience, mostly just Tectonics. I have two separate chats, one for YouTube, one for Twitch, and that's why I like read yours afterward or like second. I don't know. Probably because it's like it's really only you talking, so it's hard to tell if like there's new messages, and so I check whatever. Anyway, it doesn't. I don't know. I'm trying to justify this. But yeah, I'm not seeing them mixed together like you guys are on stream, so that's why I read them after. I'm not just skipping yours. It's your dream and money fuels it. We're talking about business, or we're talking business, and he's still trying to make art. Yep. Hope these ideas and some supporting information helps out. My game has only about 2 to 3 hours of playtime. Yeah. New message. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know. That's a good. That makes a good point. Like, is it worth putting all this effort into Swords and Magic if like I'm ready to just move on to a new project? I don't know. And I guess another question is like, am I ready to move on to a different project? Okay, new idea. Let's do this. All right, how do I do a roof for this now? You need to get to a 1.0 out just to finish it and then move on. I would personally brainstorm what the MVP is for a 1.0, create the timeline for that, adhere to that with no changes, and then push it out. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. The Steam stuff is good as Steam. Yes, the effort is good as Steam is forever. You will have people buy things at the most random times. Yeah, and that's true. But I think Ryan makes a good point too that I need to get to 1.0. for this game before I feel satisfied with it. Happiness doesn't buy toilet paper. Yeah. But yeah, that's like that's the thing, right? It's expensive to make this game. It's expensive to survive. It's cheap to make this game right now. It's expensive to survive while making it. I want to make other games. Like, I feel very unfulfilled right now because I've only worked on the same game for so long, and even when I do switch to new projects, I feel guilty about it. Like, I feel so guilty about it that I don't want to work on the project anymore. Or I'll work on the new project and it'll just be like, I just wanted something new so bad that like when I do start working on the new project, it's not what I wanted it to be. And so then I'm like, it's just not what I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. It's weird. Wrong one. Let's just end it here, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to make new projects. I definitely want to make other games. I don't want to just be known as that guy that made Swords and Magic for eternity, you know? The problem is I just don't know. Oh, wrong way. It's just kind of scary. I want to try to do this. That's not how that works. Oh, I see. There's supposed to be a space there. What did I do? I'll get it. I'll figure it out. Don't like that. I'm really afraid for this roof. We really need to do the roof now before we like get too much further into this. I love how these roofs turned out, but like these are just much smaller buildings. So unless we're gonna like tier the roof and like do like one roof and then like a base and then another roof that comes off of it, probably not gonna work like that. I also don't even know. I think these roofs are just like the default pieces.
I have paid you to be burdened to finish the MVP 1.0 ASAP. Now you have motivation from a customer to move on.
What? What is that voice? What was the voice? That is not the voice that I used to have set up on this. I don't know what happened.
Oh my god. Sorry, Ryu. Thank you so much for the donation. Let me read it in a voice you can understand. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure Kindred is a grown man who knows how to make decisions. No, yeah. No, I was asking for opinions, J-Dog. It's okay. Let me get caught up. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. That's the issue. You have guilt because you feel you owe the player base.
That's voice.
Stop! It's so bad. I don't know what that voice is. Apparently Twitch Streamlabs has like changed their default voice or something, which is awful. I don't know what that is. Maybe I have a wrong language set up. I haven't changed anything, so I don't know why it's suddenly a new voice. I kind of want to keep it now. Anyway, so you have to finish 1.0, just make it MVP and move on from there. People will always complain that you didn't do X or Y, but those people are not paying for you to keep deving. Nor are they paying your day-to-day bills, life bills. Let them talk to you and focus on what funds the life you live. Yes. Sorry, I don't know why I can't read very well. And do the $20 they might have already spent does not justify them owning how you feel about your life for the rest of your life. Unburden yourself, as Harris would say. Yeah. Unshackle yourself from the context of the coconut tree. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know why that's so funny. I must be missing a reference. Pretty sure Kindred's grown man. He was soliciting opinions. Yeah, I was. Move on, customer. Was that French? I don't know. It sounded like English, but like, I don't know. I came in to it at the end. I was also kind of joking because I do the same thing Rhythmus does sometimes. How do I make the voice speak? I need to hear it more. You have to donate money. Kindred isn't have a brat summer confirmed. What? I don't know what's happening. I'm not have a brat summer? What does that even mean? Moving on. You're saying I need to switch. Wait, you will have people. So you were saying that I need to switch to Twitch. No, you don't need to switch to Twitch.
Kindred does not know what Harry's jokes are. He should upgrade himself to the Brat Summer. Please update your political knowledge, Kindred.
I don't know what this voice is. I'm so over Streamlabs. I can't even tell you how much like headache this like stupid company has caused me. And I'm still paying this $20 a month so I can stream on YouTube. It's so dumb. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't understand. It's so stupid. Please update your political knowledge, Kindred. I'm trying to stay away from politics, especially on my stream, guys. I can show you how to do it all from OBS for free. No, I know how to do it. I've done it all from OBS before. Well, I don't know how to do the multi-stream thing, but I can. I'm positive I know how to. I can set it up. I've used OBS before. I switched to Streamlabs because at the time I loved that it was just like all in one thing for me, and it was like super convenient. But now I feel like they have just made it super convenient for a brand new streamer, but they keep changing things, which is screwing up my system. And now I don't know how to like customize it how I want because they've gone too streamlined. So now I'm gonna have to go back to OBS, I guess. The big problem is that I only stream like a few times a month, you know? I'd like to be streaming, you know, like 8 times a month. But like I don't have the time to like justify spending a whole day like resetting everything back up in OBS. So I don't know. Time sucks, you know? Like you just never have enough of it. Being a dad
makes that even worse. But the worst part is honestly just that, like, before I was a dad, I thought I had no time, and then you become a dad and you're like, wow, I don't know what I was thinking. Now I really don't have any time. Why? I don't understand. Oh, that's right, because this is taller. I was honestly just about to ask, like, what this music was from. I can't believe that one guy who was like, the music isn't good enough to justify having music playing at all times in your game. That still blows my mind. We're kind of detailing because I'm avoiding the roof. Shouldn't be doing this though. Should we move this door over here? Or over here? I kind of want to like walk into it and see what it feels like. Oh no, $1 didn't do it. I'm sorry, Ryan. If I could override the voice for you, I would. I don't know how to do it though. It might be a $5 minimum for the voice. Donate an entire dollar for this. I want a horse for Christmas, but Santa said no. It's pretty small in here. Like it's the right size. It's fine though, cause like you can move your camera up. You need to make these walls taller probably. I really want to rebuild the camera system. We're not going to. I hope we can eventually at least fix the bugs with it. Or Unreal's gonna freeze again. But I want to rebuild the camera system so when the camera is close to the player, the field of view gets wider. So like auto scales the field of view as it like gets closer and further away. Getting that voice is expensive. It's like a whole roll of toilet paper. Yeah, it really is, huh? I kind of regret mentioning that toilet paper is expensive. It was just something that everyone buys, so like it's just weird. I don't know. It's just crazy to me that it's so expensive right now. And that's like the one thing that Jana like mentioned the other day was so expensive. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, when you're like in a room like this, I want the camera, the field of view to like widen out so you can like see more and you don't feel so claustrophobic. And also it'd be nice if the camera got closer and it shifted to the side. Or just, I don't know, maybe always to the side, I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking a door right here that goes out to the crafting area. Let's add that, I guess. And these guys... Uh-oh.
Oh Santa please, all I want for Christmas is a small horse. Please Santa think of my mother. She cries every night for a small baby horse to see me ride. Please no more soup. I cannot eat soup for Christmas Santa no.
Why? Why is this a thing? What has happened? This sounds like a Filipino French lady. It does. Yeah. It's. I don't know. I don't know what has happened. Let's go look. Hold on. We're gonna go look at Streamlabs really quick. Actually, I think it's under donations, probably tipping. It's so dumb. Tip settings. Also, this is a fun thing that I forgot. Oh no, I didn't do that. I know I had that set up at one point. Never mind. I used to have it set up to replace bad words with other fun words, but I guess that's not set on anymore. Not sit on there anymore. It does replace them, but not with my words anymore. Kindred said, I wanted a horse for Christmas, but Santa said, what? Not Kindred. Ryan. Did I say Kindred? Ryan says, I wanted a horse for Christmas, but Santa said no. Please, Santa, think of my mother. Do not do this, Santa Claus. I am a little baby boy with nothing but tears for this Santa. What a random. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know why. Where's the voice? I wonder if they like got in trouble for their other voice or something for some reason. I don't even see an option on here. Yeah, there's not even an option on here, so I don't know where. I don't know. I guess that's our new voice because I don't see where to change it. So. Alert box settings. Text to speech settings. Wait, what? It says it's disabled. What? I love that it says it's disabled, yet it's definitely still working. Now it's enabled. Okay. Can we test it? Can I hear it? There's no way to test it? That's so I don't understand.
There's no way for me to test to like hear the voices. There's a bunch of them though. And a bunch of them have names that I cannot pronounce. So it's so weird that it was disabled. It was turned off, yet it was still working. Whatever. I don't know. I turned it on, so I don't know what that's gonna change. I can do a test alert. Should we do it? Let's try to do a test. Wait, how do I do that? I don't even know how to do that. There used to be a button for a test alert. Whatever. I don't know. Streamlabs is so confusing now. It's bad. It's gotten much worse. Okay. Okay, we need to replace all these. Uh-oh. Yes. I don't know, we have some inside. Okay. And then we will put some like brick on them. Let's do a prison. That's the problem. We need to figure something out for the door right here. I don't know. We'll do it later. Let's move these up. Cool. I'll have to find a new home. See you later, Rayo. Good luck.
So we probably... Oh, I guess that's fine. Maybe I should have actually made these. Yeah, I think it's okay. So this could technically move up more. And I don't know why we have this extra piece on the bottom, now that I think about it. Just send this out. I should probably put a piece here. And I don't like this lip, but it's probably good enough for now. We should probably have... that.
Should we just do this, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll just kind of flatten the top off? I don't know what to do about this. Maybe we make extend this. No, that won't fix either. We could make it another balcony and just flatten it up, and then put like a staircase in here or a ladder. I don't know. We could have another staircase here. Oh. We had a short set of stairs, so we could just put those. They don't connect though. Why would they connect? That would be dumb. And then that'll go to another balcony. This is gonna look so stupid, isn't it? I guess it'll be fine. Let's try it. Because these guys just slide over. And then we made this. There we go. A balcony that's not the right size. I can move these guys over, I guess. I'm still a little concerned about this because I don't know how we're going to do the top. But this does help us fix this corner piece that I don't know what to do with. How awful does that look? Pretty awful. This is getting like so much bigger than I want this to be. We have a roof corner. And then we have these roof pieces.
Maybe? Can fix that. We cannot fix this though. So it'll have to be over one more. Oh. Well, that's stupid. These don't line up. I'd love to fix that, but I feel like it would break other things. Why not worth fixing? The lengths developers go through to avoid their one true nemesis, roofs. I can focus on these balconies. Other than I had to get a draft of my yearly goals done. Cool. Coming up on 3 hours. It is 2:30. I'm not trying to avoid working on this further. That's not what I'm doing at all. Oh, wait. Well, this looks terrible now. It's amazing how bad you can suddenly make the roof look. I think the plan going forward is like build the roof first, and then just like that's like your creative limitations for the rest of the house we're building. What's up, Dev? Welcome in. Had to step away to get the kids. Tried to switch to Twitch, but there's too much to F2A work to do it, juggling kids. Do you mean 2FA? You mean two-factor authentication? I think I see. Yeah, I think that's what you mean. That's fine. You can stay on YouTube. It doesn't matter. I guess the key is don't do angles. Where's my screenshot of the other house? So there's gonna be a riverbed right here. I'll have to cut into all this and get rid of these trees. So I can be like here. I don't know. Maybe a couple of these these things will break up this ugly roof and make it look okay. Let's just keep going. Let's just finish the roof off and we'll go from there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we learned a lesson. I'm very impressed. This building looks so good. Oh no, that's not even what I was looking at or working on. So we can do this guy. We don't have an oh duh. But it's not centered. Now it is. Oh, these don't have end pieces on them either, so I have to add the end pieces on. Oh, but I can't do that. I guess I have to just switch to these, or use the extension pieces then. Somehow I duplicated those? I don't know what I did. This looks terrible too. Can't have that now. It also would have been nice if these were covered by the roof. But then I have to pull it like way out. Unless I did a balcony all around here, then I could pull this way out and it would look a lot better. And then this one would have to go out too, to cover that section. Which project is this for? This is for Swords of Magic. This is a tavern slash blacksmith slash inn. It's kind of like a 3-in-1 building. So it's really big. Oh, and it's really ugly. How did they... I just don't understand how this one looks so good. So I'm pretty sure this is the same piece. Why are they not the same piece? They're not. Oh. They're scaled in, maybe. It must be. It must be the same piece, just scaled in. I don't know. I don't know how he did it. I like that. That looks really close. It's got to be the one. I just don't know how he handled it. You have a chat message or chat system in your game? Yeah. Yeah, we have a chat system, though it needs some work. I actually want to overhaul that here soon too. Alright, so I think we ditch this, unless we just want like an attic, which I guess we could do. I don't know how we're gonna like cover all this. Just put like walls out here, or kind of 4 pieces out here. And then what are we gonna do? Just like roof mods up here. Whoa. It doesn't snap correctly. Like, what's the alternative here? We don't do these side pieces maybe, and we just do like another like steeple like this going out. That's gonna look bad. I don't know. I'm probably taking way too much time on this. This is probably not worth the effort. But man, I absolutely hate like this angle on this. It's too big. All right, I'm starting to lean toward just using, like, just scrapping all this and just using like things we already have built and just making them work. Because not only is this going to take forever to build, but like it's just not going to look very good. Oh my god, this actually almost fit perfectly. Was not expecting that. Too much. There's gonna be a gap there, I guess. Good enough. This is just gonna look so bad. Maybe we shouldn't extend this so far. Maybe we like do a second layer on here. Like maybe we do this. I don't know, I hate this. It feels so terrible. What's up? Good to see you. Alive? Yeah, I'm still alive. Working on a tavern / blacksmith. It's I like the interior layout. I hate the roof at all, like a lot. Like I really don't like it. But I don't really know what to do about it right now. I hate like the flat top, but I don't know what else to do. Maybe I should have like centered the roof and done like one roof like this across all this thing. And then I should have just built one room. Maybe there's just one room. All right, let's do this. Let's grab the whole roof. Let's put this in a folder. Excuse me. Okay. So far, so good. I like this better. But I'm thinking we probably don't cover. If we cover this balcony, like I like how this looks from the front. I like the covered balcony. The problem is if we cover the balcony, then when we extend this way, we're gonna have a thing that's like way off. We You could always ditch the balcony too and just put like a window up there or something. And then we make the extra room right there. And then we ditch this extra room. But then what do we do about this? I don't know, man. I guess we could just like have an extra roof that just kind of comes off right here that just covers this. Oh. So now we just got this one room in here. Oh, but then we have this going through the ceiling too. So we'll have to change the stair. Oh my god, I hate this. Would people even see the roof? Yeah. You'll definitely be able to see the roof. Maybe we just switch gears. Let's go work on something different. I'll show you where this is going to be. And why the roof is going to be seen and why it's going to be important. I think the key with these houses is if we're gonna like use this modular roof system is we have to like build the roof first and then build the house underneath of it. Okay, so this is the new area. Delver's Pass is the new zone. And you're gonna be like up here. Do. And this right here is the building where that new one's gonna go. But I'm really starting to think that maybe I'm just wasting my time today with this, and we don't even need another building. We just reuse the buildings and just change the roof color or whatever. I love outdoor level design. I don't even like mind like interior stuff or like dungeon stuff. I hate building like houses, like the roofs and stuff. Like I don't know if I'm just not good at it or if I just don't like it, but but yeah, this is why I want to make sure that looks good, because they'll definitely see it from up here and up here. Like there's a lot of like vantage points to seeing them in the zone. And this new tower needs work still. I can work on this, I guess. You guys want to see inside the tower? Outside of houses is boring to make. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing in it. But wait. Oh, there is. This is the inside of the tower. When you get in there, it teleports you down here, so you actually have a much larger area. But it's just a box under the ground. Yeah, I like this. I don't really love interior like level design like this either. It's okay. I think this came out okay, but like I don't really love it. But it's okay. You're not going to spend a ton of time in here, so. And this is also not going to be in here. There's going to be a portal in the middle. It's just not going to be the one from Chilthorn Hollow. So. Should we just put the Revari weapons in? But now they're just using old goblin weapons and they need the Revari weapons. Let's see if I put them in yet. I didn't. Let's go. Don't look at those spoilers. Let's do weapons. Ravari. All these guys need to be imported. Stone's looking good. Yeah, I think the level design is like 95% there. I'm mostly just putting content in now, which is nice. I was just worried about the houses. I wanted like a custom house because there's a water well or a water wheel, you know? So I thought it would make sense to have a custom house for it, but I really don't like where it's going, and I think I'm just wasting a bunch of time. One of those, either one or all of those weapons were exported incorrectly, and so now they're not only are we frozen, but the current houses look nice. Yeah, they just don't quite fit. As soon as I can fly around, I'll show you what I mean. Because there's a water wheel on that house, like, something has to go inside the house that makes sense for the water wheel to be doing. Otherwise, what's it doing there, you know? So that house doesn't quite work there because there's no space inside for them, like, for me to put anything like that. Originally I was just gonna do like, it was just gonna like be attached to a bellows, or not a bellows, is there no skeletal mesh on this? Is that's wrong? Oh, it has a skeletal mesh. Did this just the staff didn't make it in? Gotta open Maya. And it looks like the axe is in the wrong place. I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah, I was gonna have it just the water wheel is just gonna go right into like a forge, and I was originally gonna make like a new forge for it because it needs to be the moon forge, but we'll see. Delver's Pass. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think the current houses look nice. Just make like a grain silo separate from the house for grinding flour or something. We could do that. It could also just be like a building you can't get into that has like a contraption or whatever that just like powers some bellows for a forge, which was the original idea. I'm definitely gonna spoil things, so I'm opening this over here. Oh, wrong one. I'm not gonna spoil things. It can be over here. Import weapons. Really doesn't matter which one. No, honestly. That doesn't matter. Shade. Staff. Import. Oop. Unlink that. Delete it. Oh, the wand might have been broken too. Yep. Let's just import the wand and figure out what's wrong. Oh, just no. Yeah, no rig. Sorry to know what you're doing because these are so big. They normally aren't. I have to keep changing them because I'm like modeling or animating between files. Oh, I'm stupid. These are not supposed to have. They're not supposed to be rigged. That's why. Well, why did that happen? I'm dumb. Okay. We should actually start with something else. Let's start with the greatsword. And I did not UV any of these, so hopefully it doesn't matter. Let's look at our... They're using a like light colored light wood, or maybe no, light wood for their ropes. And lots of red paint and red material and green paint and yellow paint. And boom. So let's go with light wood for that. These can be iron. Sure. Let's do red. It should probably actually be moonstone. This is a greatsword? Wait, what? Did these get scaled? Did these get imported the wrong scale? Why is it so tiny? The greatswords do get scaled up, but these ones are probably not scaled up. Dang it. That's not it. What is this sword called? It's not even in here. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Bone cleaver? Why is it called a bone cleaver? Anyway. Okay, no, they look about the same. Okay, so the weapons must just be like scaled up and yeah, those are both great swords. That makes sense. Weird. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I like this. What do you guys think? Should we make this like? I like that it's metal though. Closing that because it takes too much resources. Great sword. What's interesting? That they're made of moonstone. Like the red and blue. I think I do too. They have gold rings though. Let's make those. Let's make those rings gold. I'm actually really tempted to try like. We have two different moonstone materials. I don't remember the difference between them. Where is our moonstone? Maybe we didn't call it resource. Do you have to mine them? Where is it? Oh, right there. I think this is using a slime material. I don't know how I'm doing this. Like, how do I set the material up? Yeah, it's using slime. That's kind of funny. Well, let's try the slime, I guess.
I mean, it looks closer to Moonstone, but oh, that's not right. Yeah, it moves. I probably shouldn't use that. Does it move on this one too? It does. We should probably change this. Let's change this. Should we make it the glowy one or the non-glowy one? This is like metal. This is like refined moonstone. Let's just make it the glowy one. Okay, good enough. Let's do the rest of them now. So we should be able to copy these material slots. Nope. Good try, though. Oh, we have that one, too. And this one was like that. I don't love it. The original Moonstone sword should also be glowy, yes. What? Oh, it's called. Look. No. What is it called? Is it called Moonblade? I don't know, maybe we do keep it this one and do the same thing on the other ones too. Maybe that's just what refined like moonstone metal looks like. I kind of like it. I think it looks better actually. Oh, I should have softened those edges. Oh, I don't want to do it now. Actually. Dumb. No. Damn it. What did I do wrong? Oh, why is this not bound? Stupid. There we go. Oh, I didn't soften that one. Oh. There we go. Okay, save. Yeah, also, we don't see all these details if we make it the glowy one, so I think we'll go with this one. I don't know, these are kind of like the... I don't know, I guess they're like mid-tier weapons in this zone. Maybe not, I don't know what they're gonna be. Oh man. I kind of like the red metal. I like that so much better. I mean, I was worried like what like material is that, but they could just be iron that are just like, I don't know. I don't like that one. What if this one's going down? Deep iron also looks pretty cool. The red looks pretty cool and it kind of matches their vibe a little more. I don't think that the iron does, but I don't know what else to do with that. Should we just make it like dark wood? I don't know. That's kind of weird. I do like the gold. Let's switch this to gold for this one. I think I like it. What do you think? Sorry. You could have boards that are Steam items. That can be another cosmetic set of items. Boards that are Steam items. That could be a flying point. Have you thought about reaching out to some other developers that make MMOs? No, like, for what? Like Noia Dev, his game is 2D, but I wonder if you did a video together or an interview. Yeah. Enjoy dinner. Deep red iron also looks pretty cool. What if it was an ivory color?
Like their tusks? Oh, like okay, like bone. That would make sense. Then we'd have to do this is like kind of like it. Or did you mean for the blade? I think I like it. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, I think I like it. Yeah, let's go with that. It definitely makes it stand out. Oh wait, here's your bladed gauntlet again that you didn't like, Matt. I had already made this before we talked about that, just so you know. This wasn't just me directly like opposing what you said. Intentionally anyway. I just felt like the first couple of weapons you get in the game made sense that they were like just like blunt, right? And then it made sense that like the progression of like gauntlets were like, oh yeah, now they have now they have blades on them. It just seems like that would do so much more damage than blunt, but with your fists, right? But we don't have to do that. Bone on this one is a little weird, but it is what it is. I don't like absolutely love this set, by the way. I definitely made better weapons, but thing is, I've realized that I need to make weapons that are outside of what I think are cool because someone will think that's the coolest weapon they've ever seen. Oh. And that weapon's for them, not for me. This one doesn't have any red iron on it. Maybe we should switch and make this one red iron instead of gold. What do you think? Or make the whole staff red iron instead of bone? I think it's fine to have a simple staff. This one I probably can copy. Of course not. I don't know why they get changed around. I literally set up all the material slots at the same time. Like I took the same resources or the same like objects and like duplicated them and put them on the different pieces. So like they're the exact same pieces, just like reused, but still they're wrong for some reason.
Should have made the top of the wand have the thing instead of the bottom. That's okay. Alright. Oh, missed the bow. Good try. These ones I could make red. That makes sense to me. Okay, those are all done. I don't need to check those out. Oh wait, I do need to check that one out. I lied. No. Alright. We got all the weapons in here and colored. Yeah. Now, I have to convert all these into actual weapons, and then I have to find a place to sell them in here. Probably this guy. She's probably going to sell all of the Rivari stuff. I guess we could have a tent that sells something different, like food or something. Anyway, cool. All right, let's go find someone to raid so I can go eat lunch. Jeez. Odd is live, but we always raid Odd. Let's go raid someone with like 54,000 viewers. My god. It is insane how far I have fallen off in the game dev scene on Twitch. These people just have like 120 viewers just like typing code. I've lost it. That's okay. Luckily, when I set out to make games, it wasn't because I wanted to be a famous Twitch streamer. Or famous at all. Let's go raid this guy. Because he's bug fixing and he actually has less viewers than us, which is like hard to find, it seems like. Pause. Alright, here we go. Raid time. You're welcome for the stream. I like the bow, kind of gives Horizon Zero Dawn vibes. Yeah, same. I think so too. Yeah, for sure, actually. I think, yeah. Anyway, alright, let's go do this raid thing. I was gonna do... I guess I should probably do it real quick. Where's the... Discord changes? Where is it? Alright, here we go. Stream ending. Credits. Go. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the donations today, and for being nice people and giving me some interesting ideas on how to monetize the game better. I know I get a little bit, like, discouraged and frustrated with, the state of the game and everything, but it's just kind of to be expected. It happens. So, I apologize for that if I make anyone discouraged about the game. I'll do my best to get it finished, actually. Anyway, I will see you next time. I don't know when that's going to be, but we'll see what happens. Have a good rest of your day and having a good weekend.